Hello YouTubers, I've recently got myself a Mitsubishi 2.5 kilowatt air conditioner, which is also an air-to-air heat pump, and I've also done an EPC on my house, so I thought I'd do this little video. I've been very pleased with the unit. It's fairly quiet and it keeps the room nice and cool. I've used it a little bit in the spring for heating as well. It's a Mitsubishi 2.5 kilowatt. The other units outside, the external unit, it was £1,500 all in, including fitting. Here's the device. It's not got any Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi would have been £100 extra, and I wish I'd got it. But there is a device to retrospectively change the IR handset to kind of make it work via Wi-Fi, which I might get. The handset's got a timer, but it's not a 7-day timer, which I kind of wanted. It's only a 1-day timer, but first world problems. Yeah, so I also got an EPC done. I'd never had an EPC, and mine managed to scrape a C. So I had it published because it might future-proof it a bit, because it needs to be a C in the future for rent if you're going to rent it, I believe, unless the rules change. So I've found it fairly quiet. It's currently on low fan speed, and I'm quite near it. So if you have a listen, yeah, it's a bit quieter than I was hoping for. I did hear the external unit when I was in my bedroom, and I had it on timer once, just as it was cycling. It's along the wall and up from a bedroom, but just a slight disturbance when I wasn't used to it on heat mode on timer. So I may turn it on timer in the winter, just as I'm getting up, just as my alarm goes, and have maybe another fan heater up here to get it up to temperature. So by the time I've had my shower, the lounge is at the right temperature. Yeah, I've got a 1 bedroom property. My EPC cost me £65. Someone else also quoted 100, and the guy was very good. He was going through various scenarios and how things could change stuff. He said previously these air conditioners or air-to-air heat pumps weren't really being recognised on the EPC. They just came up as electric heating, but he said they are now. I did get a quote for solar. In the end, I didn't go ahead for it. One of my reasons was I saw a witch report a few years ago that said it didn't add value to the property. So if I was to move, it wouldn't I wouldn't get my money back. I know other people have other views on that. I'm interested in the plug-in solar that apparently is coming in a few months' time, where you'll buy it from a supermarket, put it outside yourself, plug it straight in, and get up to 800 watts. I'll probably wait a year to see if people have any issues with their electrics. I know a few people have been doing it sort of semi-illegally and they've not had any issues. Yeah, the other issue with me having solar is all my heating here is electric. So as I know in the winter with the less lower sun and less sort of more cloud and all the rest of it, you don't get so much power from it. So that was one of the reasons I didn't go for it. I'm tempted to get just a battery though and use the cheap rate and use that, but we'll see. Um, so I got when I did the EPC, I got myself a temperature gun, and I was looking for cold spots, so I did a bit more insulating in the roof, got it up to the 300 mil or 280, whatever it is. Then I did some draft excluder, and with a temperature gun, you can find your cold spots and just gives you some ideas of places to insulate or put rugs, or I put some Celotex inside wardrobes and old carpet and ground floor wardrobes, that sort of thing. Um, yeah, I changed from electric storage heaters to normal electric radiators a little while ago, and I found that only put my costs up 10%, but I'm in the office 3 days a week. So I'll be interested to see how this air-to-air heat pump changes things. This is in the kitchen, but it also heats the lounge. It's sort of open plan. Yeah, I've just got the one up here. I thought downstairs it'd be a bit too noisy in the bedroom. Um, I've heard there is a £2,500 grant coming, which which I did too early, so that's not in force yet at May 2026. Um, the details of that aren't out, but you may need to remove possibly all your gas or a gas heater. So I just went ahead with the air conditioning because I wanted it partly for cooling. Um, when I had the EPC done, I checked my bulbs. I assumed they'd all be energy saving, but at least four of them weren't. I think we had an old box of bulbs, so I made sure I changed them before. Um, yeah, I mean, I got a lot of the standard things from the EPC, like the flooring. You can pay thousands to save a very small amount of energy, so not going to do the flooring. But yeah, that's about it from me. Um, yeah, I mean, I watched some of your others with all your A ratings and your solar, but this is what I've done in my little one bedroom house. So let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you.